Good day, my name is Sabelo Ntshangase. I'm the Provincial Manager for Seda North West. As you will know, the economy of the Northwest is dominated by mining. We've got manufacturing, we've got agriculture, we've got other sub-manufacturing factors that are triggered by the mining town. As you know, that our province is called the Platinum Province. We've got it's the biggest producer of platinum in the world in the same location. So Northwest Province in the Far East is high in automotive manufacturing, which also trigger a lot of sub-components in automotive manufacturing. And then we've got, which is also the SMMEs, they're playing a huge role in the supplying those sectors in the automotive manufacturing. So those mines, they've triggered a lot of manufacturing activities such as materials for underground handling, underground support, idler rollers for the mining activities. So SMME are playing a role not only on the manufacturing the products for final consumption, but on the products that are capital products that are used in producing other goods, like steel fabrication, the machines that are producing bricks, cement works, and all that. We've got SMME that are producing machines that we use in the agricultural production. So we also very strong in manufacturing, which has been triggered by the other sectors. Yes, as we are celebrating the Freedom Month, so we believe that freedom without economic freedom is not a complete freedom. So we've looked at opportunities for the SMME that we're gonna take them out of poverty, that they're gonna create sustainable economy, create sustainable employment, which it's no doubt is in manufacturing. We are so happy now our SMME are starting to tap into manufacturing components that are not only used by domestic, but are used by other corporates. So we are encouraging our SMME. We've gone as far as converting our briefing session to say our briefing session must be more on opportunity session for us SMME, more especially on manufacturing. Why manufacturing? Because manufacturing is got a multiplier effect more than any other sector, in the sense that manufacturing, other sectors are depending on manufacturing. For the minings to mine, they need manufactured components, equipments. So they need certain equipments that are depending on manufacturing. Agriculture, the processing of the agricultural products, you use the capital goods that are used in manufacturing. It can be ICT, it can be agro-processing, they use in manufacturing. We're so happy now we've got SMME that we've introduced them to manufacture components. We spend a lot of money, more special on the far east of the province, which is Bujanalo East, breads where we've assisted SMMEs to be certified on the international standard, to supply automotive components in the automotive industry, whether it can be a Ford, it can be a Nissan, and then it can be other equipments like Bridgestone. We've got SMMEs that are producing roof shielding, which you can see the trend now. Construction and the building of houses is moving from the tile to roof sheeting. So SMME are already producing that, and they're producing the international standard because they're ISO 9000 certified. So we've realized that it's not only just those opportunities. Sub-sector manufacturing, it's got the high employment creation, it's got the sustainability, it's attract foreign investment much easier. So it is a catalyst for economic growth and as well as economic development to improve the socio-economic of our people. COVID-19 has affected not only South African economy, but the worldwide economy bad. It's affected our SMME very severe, but we cannot focus on the past and dwell on the COVID-19. The SMME now needs to take the opportunity. Any setback, any pandemic, it comes with this opportunity. Since COVID-19 has affected international economy, there are companies internationally that are supplying South African companies that they've closed down. We've engaged our SMMEs that these are the potential products that are shortage in the country that is caused by international company could not be able to supply. Some of those companies, it's in the poultry industry. So some of those companies in the textile industry. So due to that pandemic, SMME are starting to take advantage of those setbacks that have been caused by the COVID to manufacture the product locally. We are happy with seeing the retailers, more especially in the clothing sector, they're starting to talk about localization. They're starting to lobby SMME to produce local goods and supply them. Not only in the retail, in the construction and building, we've got SMME that we are certifying, qualifying them to supply the hardwares for the construction and building. We've got the other clients, which I want to make a quick example of those clients that other SMME, they can learn from them, they can tap into those clients because they are producing, they're manufacturing products at a low capital intensive equipment. We've got a client that is producing fruits and yogurt. The client came to Seda, the zero base. We've assisted the client. We implemented the HACCP. We installed the water testing for the client. The client was certified. The other client, we took the step. The client produced the fruits, juice. We've tested it. It was fit for human consumption. The client has got 11 permanent employees. They're supplying retailers. So these are the opportunities that our clients, they have to look at, they have to tap in them. It is a known fact that load shedding is really affecting our SMMEs, and our SMMEs are their production. It's severely affected in different spheres of their production. We've got SMME that are in bakery. They consume a lot of electricity. Their ovens that they are running, they need, like even if you put a backup, they will need a huge big generator, which sometimes is going to be economically not viable for the SMME. So we even lobbying other institutions. Technology Innovation Agency with the University of Johannesburg, they've been piloting some bakeries that can run through solar. So we lobby those institutions, we lobby other funders. There's so many technologies that can also be able to assist our SME, because we're not going to take a blanket approach to say you are affected by load shedding, let's procure the generator for you. We need to try to look at your utilization. How can you split your production processes, because even the energy does not run fully 9 hours in those production lines. So we're doing the assessment to see where can we really assist, who needs a backup the most in our SMMEs. In the notice, as I've mentioned before, that SMME, as I've mentioned, that we are dominated by mining, agriculture, manufacturing, automotive. Also in agricultural production, we Northwest, in the Far East, on the Bujanalo East, and in the northern side, as you go to Mahikeng, there's a lot of poultry production, big corporate. So if you might know that during COVID-19 and also after the Russia and Ukraine war, there was an issue about the supplies inputs in the poultry industry, which triggered the price of chicken to be very high. So that it allowed our SMME with linking them with, because we're doing the business to business linkage with our SMME, the one that are producing agriculture, we've already engaging other service providers to advise our SMMEs that how can you produce the feeds, and we link them with the market. In Mafikeng, we conducted a training for cell phone repairs for about 25 SMMEs. So now we're lobbying partners to say these people have been trained. Seda is prepared to do we call it a kickstart tooling for them. We're lobbying the universities to say, will you be able to host our clients if they can be there to repair the cell phones? University, they host about 8,000 students. Out of that 8,000, you find that 98% they've got cell phones. So look at the market that we are exposing our SMME to. Right now, we've engaged every mall. We want to do something we called a ongoing pop-up. We're engaging our stakeholders. We are busy on it, on that program. 6 of the malls have committed. We want to introduce at least 10 SMME that will be rotated per district to exhibit their local produced products in those malls. But there is a shift on the 4th IR. We don't want our SMMEs, our economy in Northwest, to suffer because we're not opening our eyes about the shift in the fourth industrial revolution. So we've got black SMME that are already involved in the technology space. We've got a platinum incubator. Our SMMEs are processing precious metals at a very high price. They were clients that are coming outside the province to come and buy the precious metals. So we are encouraging our SMMEs to look at what other space they are willing to look at, and we are partnering with them. University of Potchefstroom, we're engaging with them. They've got the technology innovation space hub, so which we want to be part of it. Encouraging our youth to stand up and participate in the economy, to seek knowledge, to use the government institutions, to use the private institution, and then to move away from one mentality of thinking to be a businessman is to receive a government tender. So when I was we're having the seminar with the Orbit College here in Rustenburg, I was moved when I saw one youth. I think the gentleman must have been around 24 years of age. The gentleman is already producing nuts and bolt. So when I asked him that, is this your product that you're producing? He said, at the moment I'm producing this product, different sizes. So, but your product is very, unique. Are you sustainable? He said, the product is very sustainable. Currently, the market that I'm having, I cannot supply. Hence, I'm here and to understand if Seda can help me to acquire the machine, because I'm already supplying 2 mines, and my capacity, because I'm using manual machine. I need a high technology machine so that I can be able to produce. So it's a very unique product. It's very special, and the client is already managing to pay rent, is already employed 4 people at the age of 24 years old. So we're encouraging the youth to learn from such clients and to make sure that they do a lot of research when they come to see that they are informed of what they want to do, and they are very clear, because the youth, they are quick to learn, they're dynamic, they've got energy, they use technology much easier than older people. So we're encouraging them to take part in the economy because we relied on them.